Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Toledo Rockets, squaring off with another team from the back, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports. Rockets will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Akron's offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll run play action. They get to him as he throws. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Zips will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Toledo Rockets offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Gonna run it. It's Stewart.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's going to pass on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Makes the grab. It's Stevens. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw it again. Complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. After the misfire, now on second down. To the air, it's Gleason. Gets it out fast. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Toledo.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. Maybe. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Infocision Stadium.
The Zips will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rockets offense is back on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Gleason. Grabs it in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Rockets will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Takes the handoff. It's Simmons. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Zips come to the line in the hurry-up. Brings up second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
From the gun, running back on the move. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Zips are on the move. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's a draw. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
Afterburners coming. Running inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, and listen, QB's got to find ways to push the ball down the field and make sure defenses don't just sit in zones and stay shallow. Nice job by the QB. Push it down the field. Make some big plays, baby.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Zings it complete to the right. They will score! Touchdown, Rockets!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to throw it again. They're bringing heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. To the air, it's Bullock. Pressure coming. He'll throw one to his right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes a grab enough for the first. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Both of these offenses sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, David.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so